Hey there, Dustin with Cole-TAC. I want to go over real quickly what it's like to attend and compete in a hunter match. So first, you're going to want to get at least a rifle together. Make sure that you fit within the categories that are available. So the light category is under 12 pounds. The open heavy is under 16 pounds. There's also a factory class where there's certain manufacturers where their factory models fit within those limits as well. I always recommend a good tripod, bipod, and at least a good shooting bag. If you don't have one, honestly, coming to these matches, it's one of the best groups of people and they're always willing to help and share. It's a little bit more difficult at hunter matches just because they are blind stages, but usually you can find, if you ask around, check out the Facebook group, people are more than willing to help out. And when you get here on the first day registration, you got to make sure you weigh in and check your velocity so that way you make power factor. Usually the next morning, bright and early, we get up, we have a match brief, go over safety and how different rules that would apply to that specific match. And then you're squatted up with a group of guys and you go out to the match. And generally the match is 2 days long and it's a total of 20 stages. Sometimes they're broken up differently amongst the days and you just cycle through each stage. It's what they call a blind stage, so you don't get to see the person before you shoot. So when you go up there, the intent is that you're seeing this for the first time, and so you have to make decisions on the clock and try to find the best way to finish that stage within the 4 minutes that are allowed. So as you start finding targets, you have to first range them, figure out what your dial is so you can dial your turrets correctly, and then when you start engaging, depending on if there's 1, 2, or 4 targets, determines how that stage is run. So if there's 1 target, there's 4 different positions that you have to shoot from. If there are 2 targets, there are 2 different positions, so you'll shoot at target 1 and then target 2, and then you move to the next position and shoot at target 1 and target 2 again. And then if there are 4 targets, there's just 1 position. So you get those distances and you find the 1 spot and you engage all 4 targets. You get 2 points for a first round impact, 1 point for a second round, and if you miss after the second round, you just move on to the next target. And then at the end, all the points are tallied, and that's how we figure out who the winner is. And then after everything, there's always an award ceremony where they announce the winners. There's a prize table where the first place winner gets to go and select what they'd like off the prize table first, and then it just cycles down from there. And again, it's a great group of people who are always here to try to help and learn and grow together. So it's a fun community, and I recommend it for anyone who's looking to further their skills, both just for shooting and hunting. The difficulty can vary drastically based on the location. As you can see here, we're in the high deserts of Utah in March, and there's still a lot of snow. So trying to deal with that, the snow, the mud, the reflections coming off the snow, it's a different environment where, there's some matches in the far south where you're going to be hunting or shooting a match in thick forests and shooting lanes. So, it's a different environment no matter where you're at, and each one presents its own challenges.